Imagine coming home to 8 feet of water in your basement, mold growing on the walls, and signs of mice everywhere in your kitchen. Well, that's what happened to a Fox Valley family. Our Ben Krumholtz has been on special assignment talking with the family and its bank as they sort out the situation that led to the mess. And he joins us now with a preview of this story. And just from that intro, it doesn't sound pretty, Ben.
No, I've been in the house and it's not pretty. The Kings and their 8 children are currently living in an Oshkosh church rectory. They moved out of their town of Clayton home in Winnebago County 14 months ago. In 2009, the Kings were struggling to keep up with mortgage payments, so they applied and qualified for a federal loan modification through Bank of America. The move was going to drop the family's interest rate from about 10% to about 4%. A year later, in 2010, the bank sent the Kings a letter telling them they missed a trial payment deadline. The Kings tried to prove they paid it, but decided to move out. They say all signs pointed to a foreclosure sale. But a year after being moved out, the Kings found out they probably never had to leave their house. Bank of America officials say Bank of America officials sent them a letter actually saying they made an error. The bank said the Kings were making their payments and the company was sorry for any inconvenience.
This was our error, clearly, and we recognize the extraordinary and unfortunate difficulty that this has caused for the Kings, and we're committed to make this right.
When you're paying what you're supposed to be doing, and you're doing all the stuff, and a good, wonderful man has to then bear the humiliation of losing the home for his family, you know, and the neighbors and kids at school, and it's really awful. It's really awful what was done to us. And so
the Kings were able to return home, but they found out it was nothing like they left it, as you can see by these pictures here. And on Fox 11 News at 5 and 9, I will take a closer look at what both sides are doing to try to resolve the situation.
So 8 children, and
Yes.
You said they're currently living in a church rectory. How does that work out?
Well, it always wasn't like that since they moved out of their home. They rented a house for about a year, but then they found out that they had to leave because the place they were renting was sold. So that's the same time they received that letter from Bank of America saying, "We're sorry, you can return to your home."
But there wasn't a livable home.
Yeah, they tried to go back there and they found 8 feet of water in their basement, mold growing in every room. So they needed somewhere to stay while the situation resolved itself. So that's how they ended up in the church rectory.
And there's much more to this story. Ben Krumholtz on special assignment. Watch for the full report tonight at